you this beautiful evening. I want to thank you again for joining me, joining the Y. We really appreciate your support during this second lockdown, the second mandate. Want to remind everybody to please take a moment to check in for each class you take with us. There is a link in the description of this video, and the Y would greatly appreciate it if you clicked on that and followed the directions. We're going to go ahead and get started now. For some of you, this will be a familiar sequence. For others of you, this will be new, and I hope everyone enjoys it. Let's make our way to child's pose. Settling back on our heels. My reminder, open knees, releases the lower back, closed knees, helps release the upper back. Check in, what do you need this evening? What do you need today? We'll start to breathe through the nose, lips are closed. Just feel the air brushing the upper lip, flowing across the sinuses and down the back of the throat. Feel like you need to fidget, honor that. Let the body work today's little movements out. Let's slide our awareness to our abdomen. Bring in our belly breath, taking a few moments just to calm and soothe the nervous system. Start to lengthen the inhales and deepen the exhales. Option to continue with the belly breath, or if you like, let's bring in Uddiyana Bandha, gently lifting belly button to spine to engage those lower abdominals. We're going to feel that breath shift into the rib cage. Let's start to breathe with the sides of our ribs. Let's bring that breath to our upper back. Bring that breath to the upper chest. Belly button is still gently lifting the spine unless you've chosen to continue with belly breath. And let's slide our awareness to our throat center and bring in our Ujjayi breath for the day. Finding that slight constriction at the back of the throat, creating an audible whisper sound. Reminding ourselves, if we're listening to the sound of our breath, if we're aware of our breath, we're not listening to our mind rehash whatever happened or didn't happen this weekend. If we're listening to our breath, if we're aware of our breath, we're not listening to our mind worry about the week yet to come. If we're listening to our breath, if we're aware of our breath, we're not letting our mind chatter with whatever's waiting for us after class. Whatever it might be, it will still be here when we're done, but for now, give yourself this moment. Feeling more grounded in our body, more present in the room, more present in your space. Let's begin a gentle transition to half dog, lifting our hips off of our heels. As we stretch our arms towards the tops of the mats, you might need to walk your knees back. Feet are now flexed. Child's pose stretches out our shins. It stretches out the tops of our feet. Let's flip those feet, take a moment, stretch out the bottom of our feet. Belly's lifting the spine. We're breathing with sound. We're aware of our breath. On our next exhale, let's walk our hands in to find tabletop, stacking shoulders over elbows, over wrists, hips over knees. Let's find some cat-cows, starting to marry breath and movement. Adding on any additional movement, anything that will help you move into your body, into your muscles. for a gentle walk, pedaling those feet, pedaling the knees, taking a moment, rotate ankles. Let's work our way up our legs, finding a big wag to our tail. Finishing any movement you're on, meet me in stillness, meet me in down dog. Soft knees, soft neck, bellies to spine, breathing with sound. On an inhale, let's look up between our hands, lift up on tippy toes, walking our tippy toe, scoot to the top of the mat, where we'll partway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, grab elbows, take a ragdoll. Let's breathe for 4, movement optional, 3, everything loosey-goosey, 2, finding stillness in 1. Let the hands fall to the earth. We'll inhale, partway lift. Exhale, pause here. Inhale, reverse swan dive, coming all the way up. Finding a full body stretch. Let's inhale. Right into warrior sun salutation 1. Exhale, let's swan dive forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant those hands, meet me in high plank pose. Pausing here, stacking shoulders over elbows, over wrists, pressing back through heels, kneeling, plank optional. Let's all take it high to low, nice and slow. Pausing. Inhale, hips to the floor for your cobras or up dogs. Exhale, flip the feet, pressing back. Half dog or down dog. Let's breathe for 4. Soft knees. 3. Belly to spine. 2. And 1. Inhale, looking up, walking, lunging. Let's bring it back to the top of the mat. Lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, let's soar to the sky, finding our full body stretch. We're going to exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant those hands, meet me in high plank. Pausing, holding, breathing. Strong foundation, set your foundation. Knees to the floor is optional. Let's take it high to low, nice and slow. Pause. Hips to the floor, cobra or up dog. Flipping the feet, exhale, pressing back. Half dog or down dog. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. There's our 1. Inhale, looking up, walking, lunging. Let's come back forward. Lift and lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, your forward fold. Inhale, let's soar to the sky. Full body stretch. I'm adding on sun salutation B. Exhale to a chair pose. Arms of choice, uninspired arms. Inhale, let's find that full body stretch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant those hands, plank. Pause, hold, take it high to low, nice and slow. Little pause at the bottom. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, meet me in down dog. Inhale, right foot to the right hand. Let's leave the left heel up tonight. Pausing here. Inhale to your crescent warrior. Let's add a heart opener. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Stepping back. 3-legged plank optional. Take it high to low. Hold, pause, hips to the floor. Cobra or up dog. Exhale. Meet me in down dog. Inhaling, left foot to the left hand. Right heel up. Pause, set your foundation. Inhale to your crescent warrior. Optional heart opener. Exhaling, hands to the floor. Stepping back. Taking it high to low. Nice and slow. Heartbeat pause at the bottom. Hips to the floor. Go. cobra or up dog. Exhale. Meet me in down dog. Active rest. Breathing. For 4, soft knees. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, looking up. Let's bring it forward to lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhaling to chair pose. I'm in extended arms this time. Option to sink a little deeper. Inhale to our full body stretch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhaling, plank. Pause, high to low. Pause at the bottom. Inhale to your cobras or up dogs. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the right hand. Left heel up, crescent warrior. Inhale. Optional heart opener. And exhale, hands to the floor. Stepping back, take it high to low. Cobra or up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhaling, left foot, left hand. Right heel up. Inhaling, up we come. Optional heart opener. Exhale, hands to the floor. Stepping back. High to low. Don't forget your heartbeat pause at the bottom. Hips to the floor. Cobra, up dog. Exhaling. Meet me. Half dog or down dog. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, looking up, walking, lunging. Bring it back to the top. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. I'm in cactus arms this time. We're holding here for 5. Weight is in our heels. 3. Sink back down into our hips. Tuck the tailbone. Lift hearts. There's 2. You can stay right here. Another 5 breaths. Or join me in Boundary Waters chair. Like you're in the Boundary Waters. It's been raining. You really don't want to sit on that wet canoe seat. Holding for 3. Weight is in the heels. Wiggle those toes. 2. Shoulders down. 1. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Might want to scoot back here. Crane pose and all the wonderful variations. Option 1. Knees touch arm. There's no weight bearing. We're just hanging out here. Option 2. Starting to build a little strength. Stack knees on arms. Option 3, lift up that toe. Option 4, both toes. Pick your crane, breathing for 4, 3, 2, beautiful, 1. Let's touch toes down. Step back to our planks. Take it high to low. Nice and slow. Heartbeat pause at the bottom. Hips to the floor. Cobra, up dog. Flip the feet. Exhale. Meet me in down dog. On an inhale. This is optional. Right heel. High to the sky. Your choice for 3-legged dog tonight. 1, 2, or scorpion tail. On our next breath, right foot to the right hand, left heel down, meet me in warrior 2, and breathe. Let's set our foundation. Knee over ankle in front, palms up, drop those shoulders down. Remember, a wider stance here is not necessarily a better stance. Holding for 1 more breath. For an inhale, straighten the front leg, wide stance triangle. Exhale, reach, tick-tock. Now this isn't about touching the floor. If you are touching the floor, do a little and bump. Touch and bump yourself up. Breathe in. Option here, upper arm reaches beyond the ear for a lateral stretch. All variations. Open hearts to the sky. Let's hold for 2. 1. Reach back to the sky if you're not already. Preparing for pyramid pose. Exhale, upper hand comes down to meet the lower. Step that left foot forward and in. Now lift hearts, arm options, interlacing fingers behind forearms. Reverse namaste, hands on shins or floor. Lengthen, exhale, folding if you're not already. Breathing. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. Adding on. Let's lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the shin if they're not already. Left hand on the shin, right hand on the waist. Turn towards the front leg. I'm turning away from you. Breathe. Little 1-inch lift here. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. Exhale, upper hand comes down to meet the lower. On an inhale, hop back open into warrior 2. Pause, set your foundation. Holding. Let's add on. Extended side angle, scissor arms. Exhale, reach forward to tuck. And breathe. Long, strong lines. Holding. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Open hearts. Breathing 1. Inhale the reverse warrior. Reach down, reach up. Adding on, exhale. Upper hand comes down around behind to find its mate. Step your back foot towards the long edge of the mat so we can turn back front. Warrior 1 legs. Heart opener. Inhale. Open. Sliding the hand down the hamstring. Now sink back down into those hips. Let's hold for 2. Hold for 1. Humble warrior. Exhale. Tip forward. Long, strong lines here. Use the hips to lower you down. We want our heart to stay above our hips. Push up. Tush should be down. Heart should be up. Adding on. Inhale to warrior 1. Exhale. Hands to hearts. Lift the back knee up. Knee up for strength. Down for a stretch. You choose. Hands at hearts. Let's turn towards that bent knee. Exhale. I'm turning away from you. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. Inhale. Turn back front. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Lift the back knee up. Little challenge now. We're going to take our front foot, hop it up. Right knee, right arm. Breathing. 4, 3, little cat back. 2, 1. Three-legged plank optional. Let's flow. High to low. Nice and slow. To our cobras or up dog. Exhale. Medium down dog. Shoulders and abs. Bring our elbows down to the floor. Modified down dog. Stay here as long as you wish. Toes back. Low plank. Staying here and breathing. Some of you are working on your swimming dolphins. Breathing. Some of you know the ups and downs. Moving, breathing, rest when you need to. You know far better than I do how you are feeling tonight. up between the hands, press palms to earth, flip the feet, meet me in down dog. That was side A of our sequence. Now we're going to do side B. We'll do the left side. On an inhale, let's lift that left heel high to the sky for a three-legged dog. 1, 2, or scorpion tail, breathing. Exhaling, left foot, left hand. Right heel down, let's take it to warrior 2. I'm going to be facing away from you on this side. Knee over ankle in front. Palms up, dropping shoulders down. Let's straighten that front leg. Flip the hands, exhale, reach. Wide stance triangle, tick-tock. Option for the lateral stretch. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. 1. Straighten the arms. Exhale, upper hand comes down to meet the lower. Step your right foot forward and in, preparing for pyramid pose. Remember your arm options. Fingers, wrists, reverse namaste, hands on shin or floor. Lift and lengthen. Let's exhale, take it into your fold and breathe. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. We're going to inhale, partway lift, hands to the shin if they're not already there. Right hand to shin, left hand to waist. Next breath, turn towards the front leg. Revolve triangle. You have the option to spread your wings wide or keep hand at waist. And let's breathe for 4, 3, 1. Exhale, upper hand comes down to meet the lower. Here's the fun part. Inhale, pop back open. Warrior 2 again. I'm facing away from you. Knee over ankle in front. Extended side angle with scissor arms. Reach. Tick-tock. Lower hand reaching to the back foot. Upper arm reaching to the ceiling. Open your heart to the sky and breathe for 3. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. Reverse warrior. Sit back down into those hips. Reach high, reach low, and breathe. Press into that back foot. Make that back leg work. 2 more breaths. Last breath, exhale, upper hand comes down around behind, find its mate. Step your back foot towards the long edge of your mat so you can turn front. Find your heart openers. Now as you open your heart, sink back down into those hips. Holding, breathing. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Breathing 1, staying here, tipping forward, strong lines, body awareness, hips below heart. Holding, breathing. Let's take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to hearts. Lift your back knee up. Strength pose, knee down, stretch pose. Staying facing forward, or when you're ready, exhale, turn towards the bent knee. Breathe, you can stay here or tip forward. And breathe. Be mindful of that front knee over ankle. And prepare for our next round of shoulders and abdominals. Let's turn back front. Exhale, hands to the floor. up if it's down. Get ready for that little hopping move. When you're ready, left knee, left elbow, left arm, breathing 4. Little cat back, 3. Holding 2. And 1. Straighten the leg. Take your flow of choice. Meeting me in down dog. And you have the option to stay here, or at this time, find a half dog. You can find and hold modified down dog, elbows on the floor. You can find your low plank. You can find your swimming dolphin. Pick your choice, and you can change between all of them. Coming back to Ujjayi breath if you're holding a pose. Breathing, moving. Stick with me. These classes super short. You can do it. Ending in 3. Told you you could. Ending 2. And ending in 1. Let's bring our knees to the floor. Very brief child's pose. Sway the ribs from side to side. Look up between the hands. Press the palms into the earth. Flip those feet. Down dog. Rest pose is our next pose. Exhaling, walk hands to feet. Halfway lift. Heel toe those feet, hip distance apart. I'm going to move back to the middle of the mat so I'm not in the closet. Exhaling, forward fold number 1, your choice. You can do ragdoll, hands on shins, ankles, into level. You can add a shoulder stretch. You can bring hands behind the knees, calves, or under the heel. Wherever you've chosen. Belly to spine, shoulders into those back pockets, and then soften that neck. Let's inhale the partway lift. Second forward fold, your choice. Exhaling, begin. Holding 3. Holding 2. Holding 1. Let's inhale, partway lift, release the hands. Exhale, deeply sink into a chair pose almost, ragdoll. Inhale, we're gonna roll up, 1 vertebra at a time. Let's sweep those arms overhead. I'm gonna turn to face you. Extended mountain pose, drop shoulders. Option to stay here or balance challenge. Lift up on tippy toes. Find something on your ceiling. That's your drishti point. Most fascinating thing you've seen today. Reach a little higher. Exhale, heels down. Hands to hearts. And let's step open to the long edge of our mat. Turning toes in. A couple of wide stance forward folds. Let's inhale to a star. Big stretch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hands coming underneath shoulders. Partway lift. Shift your weight onto the balls of your feet. You can stay right here on your fingertips or palms. You can bring your palms flat and start to line up. Fingers and toes. Breathing. Bellies to spine. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. Breathing 1. Inhale. Halfway lift. Belly to spine. Exhale. Spread your wings wide to the side. Inhale. legs, just a really wide stance, forward fold. Be mindful of the surface you're on. No pull inner thigh muscles. Heel toe those feet towards the long edge of your mat. You can stay right where you're at, holding, breathing. Shift weight forward. You can stay in straight arms, or if your floor permits, come down to Sphinx arms. Breathing. Gaze out between those thumbs, up between your wrists. Let's breathe for 2. Breathing 1. Inhaling. Carefully lift yourself up. Walk those hands back in. Heel toe the feet in. Bring yourself back in safely. And we're going to exhale. Walk the hands around to the top of your mat. If you're stuck with me, right knee is forward. Your left knee is forward. Not a big deal. We'll switch sides in a bit. Bring that back knee down. Lift hearts. Knee over ankle in front. Little tuck to the tailbone here. We'll deepen the stretch in your hip flexor. Opening hearts. And prepare to move into our hamstring stretch. On our next exhale, rock over that front heel. Lift hearts. Now, everybody's going to be in a different place. Some folks feeling tight in the hamstring and back. Maybe you need to come upright. Maybe your stretch is right here in the middle. Some of you are feeling more open this evening. Extend out long. Think of nose moving past toes. Little tuck to our chins. Open hearts. Holding for 4. Make sure you're not sitting back on that heel. You can almost be 90 degrees on that back leg. Holding 2. And 1. We're going to inhale. Shift back forward. Hips down. Heart out. Little tuck to the tailbone. Lift the back knee up. Step forward to forward fold. Pedal the knees. Give those hips a little wiggle. We're going to inhale. Partway lift. Exhale, big step back with the right foot or the opposite foot. We're different from me. Lifting hearts, knee over ankle in front. Little tuck to the tailbone. Roll those shoulders down and away. Beautiful stretch right here. Holding 2. Holding 1. Exhale, let's rock back over that front hip. Let the heel slide back. Lift and lengthen. Find your spot. Maybe upright. Maybe halfway. Maybe a full extension. Breathe. And almost 90 degrees on that back leg. Open those hearts. Open those shoulders. Little lift. Breathe. Holding for 2. Holding for 1. Let's shift our weight back forward, lift hearts. Let the hips sink down, we'll tuck to tailbone, feel the stretch across that front hip flexor. Lift the back knee up. Step forward to forward fold. We'll pedal the knees. I am going to turn to face the camera. We're going to partway lift. Hands to hearts. We're going to exhale, start to drop down into that Boundary Waters chair. If you need to modify tonight for your knees, you can stop here. You can take any alternate pose. If you're still with me, let's drop down into a squat. So my thighs are parallel to the floor. Forearms parallel to the floor. Greatest stability is one heel underneath each tush. Balance challenge. Zip the legs together. Squeeze the legs together. So, your feet apart, feet together. We are going to turn to the right. Maybe elbow to knee. If anyone is practicing side crane, back in center. Hands down, tush up. Give everything a little shake, a little walk. Maybe roll out the ankles. Set your foundation once again. Big toes touching or feet apart. Hands to heart. Let's start the transition down into that Boundary Waters chair. Continuing on into our tippy toe squat. Take a few moments. Couple breaths just to let the foundation sit and settle. When you're ready, let's turn to the left. Maybe elbow towards leg. If you are taking side crane, do so now. Let's all hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Heels down. We've been practicing a little balance squat here. And block. You've already blocked. Fantastic. Meet me in bound angle. Gonna rock back and forth on those sit bones. Let's inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, tipping forward. Wings are tucked in. We don't want to be pressing down on our legs. Use the muscles of the legs to open the knees. Take a moment, smile. This has been your time. Let's hold for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Inhale, up we come. We're going to open the legs wide. A seated wide stance, forward fold. We're going to bring our right hand, right arm either to the top of the leg or snug it inside. Inhale, stretch to the sky. Nice lateral stretch. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, bicep to the ear. Reach beyond those toes. Option 3, some of you are working on thread the needle. Pick your variation. Breathing for 3. Breathing 2. 1. Inhale, up we come. Exhale. Left arm on top of the leg or left arm snugged inside. Inhale, right arm reaches high. You can stop right here. Option 2, reach. Bicep by ear, reach beyond toes. Option 3, threading the needle. Breathe. A little rotation, open hearts to the sky. Breathing 2. 1, inhale, up we come. Let's draw knees to chest. Let's spin around so your backs are on the mat. Turn yourself into a little ball. Let's take it down to the floor. Rock from left to right. Maybe rotate the hips in their sockets. I'm going to sit back up. You all are on the floor. Let's end with a bridge pose. If wheel is in your practice this evening, feel free to take wheel for the same breath count. For bridge, let's bring our heels in towards our tush, hands alongside of our hips. We're going to exhale, belly to spine, and on an inhale, tuck the tailbone under and roll up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Now let's check in with our feet and hip distance apart, so be 1 block between your knees. You should be pressing down equally through the heel, the ball of the big toe, and the ball of the pinky toe. Let's hold for 3, holding 2, holding 1, starting at the base of the neck. Let's exhale, roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Tailbone touching down less. Heel toe those feet towards the long edge of your mat. And let's take a few windshield wipers, dropping knees over to the right, dropping knees back over to the left. Again, the windshield wipers. You pick the speed. Then adjust your feet to find your sweet spot. You can stay here in windshield wipers for 5-10 more breaths. We are at the point in class where I'd like to invite you to take your final stretch for the evening. Taking 5-10 breaths if it's a two-sided pose, 5-10 breaths for single pose. You are done. Meet me in your preferred place for stillness. A few moments in deep relaxation. Relaxation can be on your back. You can roll on your side, resting your head on your arm. You can roll all the way over onto your stomach, crocodile pose. You can come back upright to a comfortable seated position, classic meditation pose. Whatever works the best for you at this moment in time, wherever you will find just a few moments of stillness. Where all I'm asking you to do is breathe. Just inhale and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. If your mind starts to wander, whatever's waiting for you tomorrow, bring it back. Just think inhale and exhale. If your thoughts are rolling by, let them. They're like water in a stream. You can no more stop that water, so no need to try and stop your thoughts. Let them flow by. Always return to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. If your place and space permits this to stay, I'd like to invite you to stay in deep relaxation as long as you want. But if your place and space needs you to come back, I'll invite you now to start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rotate ankles and wrists. Find a full body stretch. Maybe draw knees to chest. When you're ready, bringing yourself back upright to a comfortable seated position for you, where we'll close class together. We'll bring our hands to our hearts. We'll take a deep inhale to the nose and a long exhale out the mouth. Thank you so much for coming and joining us this evening. Again, myself and the Y really appreciate your continued support.